Nicholas Gaines was initially interested in entering the fashion industry for menswear, but his passion for discussing current events, politics, and their effects soon prompted him to take classes at MSUM. While many MSUM professors and staff set the bar high, he realized those elevated expectations were blessings. His professors and the staff of the university recognized his abilities and potential, encouraging him as he discovered more about himself and the world around him. Nicholas went on to acquire other degrees before commissioning as an Army officer and joining the Chaplain Corps. He eventually left the Army and took a position as the Suicide Prevention Program Director for the U.S. Department of Defense. He served over 13,000 soldiers across 27 states, their family members, and Department of Army civilians. Recognized for his leadership and service, Nicholas was awarded an Army Commendation Medal and a Department of the Army Superior Civilian Service Award. His work as an educator and social justice activist have been featured on NBC Nightly News, National Public Radio, and other publications. We are proud to honor Nicholas Gaines as MSUM's outstanding young alum for showing determination and a passion for serving others. During his time serving in the U.S. Air Force, David Berg became fascinated in journalism. While attending MSUM, the North Fargo native eagerly threw himself into his classes. He had the opportunity to build relationships with professors who motivated him to continue learning, discussing, and considering the workings of our political system. After an internship at WDAY, David secured a job at the news station after graduating. This was an experience that opened new areas of interest and career opportunities for him throughout his life. Although David did not have a farming background, he went back to school to pursue his master's in agricultural economics. Through this knowledge and the communication skills he learned at MSUM, he found a way to benefit people around the world in food production and distribution. For 9 years, David led American Crystal Sugar Company as their CEO. Simultaneously, he was a part of various church and community organizations and was the chair of the United Way Board. Now retired, David enjoys cooking, bicycling, motorcycling, hiking, and softball. He continues to take an interest in volunteering opportunities and community organizations. MSUM is proud to recognize David Berg for demonstrating grit throughout his many interests and experiences in journalism, service, and leadership. With a love for fitness and physical education, Paul Finstead studied at MSUM in the hopes of teaching and coaching. But when he began working for the YMCA in Fargo, he unknowingly initiated a lifelong career with the largest nonprofit community service organization in the United States. He went on to serve at YMCAs in Bismarck, Jamestown, Fargo, and Beloit, Wisconsin. Eventually, Paul became the president of the YMCA of Cass and Clay counties. He served the community and its youth in the role for 25 years prior to retiring in May 2017. He now enjoys spending his free time playing sports, fishing, traveling, and being with his family. He plans on going back to work part-time in the nonprofit sector. Paul's life was transformed through the many growing opportunities and life lessons he received at MSUM. He has since impacted thousands of other lives through his career, helping people become the best they can be, regardless of their ability to pay. MSUM is proud to recognize Paul Finstead for demonstrating humility through his 40 years of service to the YMCA and its members. From a young age, Carol Veenstra knew she wanted to be a teacher. As the years went by, more athletic opportunities arose. Becoming a successful teacher and coach swiftly became her priority in life. After graduating from MSUM, Carol started her career as a teacher and coach at St. Cloud Technical High School. In 1985, she began coaching volleyball at the College of St. Benedict and soon became the director of athletics. 2 years ago, Carol retired after completing 30 years at the college. Over her career, she had been inducted into 5 Hall of Fames, including the Dragon Hall of Fame at MSUM. She received the Nell Jackson Administrator of the Year National Level Award, covering all NCAA divisions. Along with making 11 NCAA playoff appearances, Carol has been the recipient of multiple coaching and achievement awards. Throughout her time at MSUM, she participated in volleyball, basketball, and track and field. She enjoyed learning from her coaching staff and peers, and some of her fondest memories stem from her time in the Dragon Athletics program. Now retired, she enjoys spending more time with family and being outdoors. Carol credits her time at MSUM for transforming her life through opportunities to build skills and confidence needed to succeed in the workplace. MSUM is proud to recognize Carol Veenstra for demonstrating grit in pursuing her dream and for encouraging others to learn and grow on the court and beyond. Although Deborah Walker grew up in a long line of farmers and teachers, she knew she wanted to be a doctor by the age of 10. During her time at MSUM, Deborah's life was transformed through her exceptional chemistry professors and other faculty who took a personal interest in her journey. Although she worked throughout college as a CNA, she made time to actively participate in Gamma Phi Beta and other student groups. Since graduating from MSUM, Deborah has been a practicing doctor for over 30 years. Immediately after leaving the university, she went to the University of Minnesota Duluth for medical school to become a family physician. Throughout the years, she has set up a private clinic, helped start North Dakota's first federally qualified health center, and spent 6 years doing service in Kenya. In 2009, she returned from her missions work in Kenya and came back to Fargo. She is currently the director of the family residency at Sanford, where she provides birth to end-of-life care. MSUM is proud to recognize Deborah Walker for demonstrating heart throughout her long career of improving the quality of life for families across the world. The third child of a rural mail carrier and a church organist in McGregor, North Dakota, Roland Barden spent summers as a teenager living on the farm where he worked. After graduating from McGregor Public School, he studied chemistry at the University of North Dakota and then attended the University of Wisconsin, earning his doctoral degree in biochemistry. Roland went on to educate college students for 19 years at Case Western Reserve University and the University of Wyoming. In 1989, he was hired as the Vice President of Academic Affairs at MSUM. After serving in the position for 5 years under his mentor, President Roland Dill, he became the president of the university in 1994. Roland held this position until his retirement in 2008. Throughout his time of leading MSUM through challenging times of shrinking state support, he loved working with students, alumni, staff, and faculty. Since retiring, he and his wife have enjoyed spending 7 months of the year in sunny Arizona. They spend the other 5 in Blaine, Minnesota. His top priority is being a grandpa to his 7 grandchildren. Roland continues to engage with the university by connecting alumni and potential students with the university. MSUM is proud to recognize Dr. Roland Barden for demonstrating heart in his many years of service to dragons of all ages and for the thousands of lives he continues to help transform.